All right, so heading into number 99. Number 99 is Masahiro Chono. And that is what Mr. Andretti had him at 52 as well on his list. So he came in with 49 points as well. And I remember Masahiro Chono from WCW. So I'll let you take it away because you had him on your list, Andretti.
Yeah, look, Chono's a guy that I just fell in love with him during the WCW run, the NWO run. It's just a bad dude, man. He came out, he just looked so cool when he came out, and he had Sonny Ono was with him during that time. He just when he came on the screen, he just was such a villain, and he fit that role so well. I mean, that was a guy that really came into his own when he finally decided to go heel. When he was in New Japan and he went heel with that character, is when he really started to come into his own. But most of us were familiar with Chono based on the WCW run, the limited WCW run. And I remember, man, I remember being a kid, being like, late mid to late 90s whenever Chono was there. I guess I wasn't really a kid, but I was kind of a teenager at that point. But I remember watching the WCW B shows at the time, just to see Chono, man. And I just was captivated by this guy for some reason. The finisher was so awesome. That was a big, very physical guy, man. And looking back on that from my own standpoint, um, he's really the reason why I wanted to start getting into international wrestling because I was never a tape trader growing up, nothing like that. But to hear about these people, you hear names, you hear names thrown around, but you always heard about Masahiro Chono, and then to see that guy come on screen as a larger than life character, that was a guy that really made me want to start getting into specifically Japanese wrestling. Look, I love Great Muta. When I was 7, 8 years old, I loved the Great Muta, of course, Spit in the Mist, everything. You guys, fantastic. But when I kind of got into my fandom, is really when Chono made his mark on me and left a big impression on me as a impressionable fan for sure.
Yeah, and some accolades for him, Wrestling Observer newsletter wise. He won the Best Heel Award in 1995, Best Gimmick for NWO, and he was a Observer Hall of Fame inductee in 2004.
Yeah, and look, you talk about the New Japan stuff that this guy's done. I mean, we're talking about a New Japan heavyweight champion. It's kind of crazy to think about that. That Chono was such a staple of that company and only really held the main title one time. I mean, look, 7-time tag team champ with Keiji Muto, obviously the Great Muta, and for Hiroshi Tenzan, 7 times he was champion, NWA World Heavyweight Champion. The guy really was a G1 guy, just Mr. G1, right? He was Mr. G1. So he ended up winning the climax, 5 different times. He won the G1 in 91, 92, 94, 2002, 2005. I mean, that is just an unbelievable run. That the G1 climax is the best tournament in wrestling, and for him to be able to pull that off and win that 5 times throughout the course of his career is awesome.
And also to piggyback off what you said, he won the G1 Tag League in 2006 with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah. The guy who had an unbelievable career, even way into the the mid aughts at that point. I tried to find. It's a shame, man, because I tried to find that. I tried to find the Nakamura match in 2005, the G1 match with Chono and Nakamura. But that New Japan World website is impossible to navigate. And I was complaining to Mongoose earlier about this, but I was trying to find that match on the on New Japan World and just couldn't even find it. But I did find the 2005 match, G1 match with Vegeta. Really good match. It was only 9 minutes. But if you're looking for something and you've got a New Japan World subscription, I would recommend you go and check that out for sure. The other one I wanted to say, we're all very familiar with Kenji Muto, the Great Muta. Everybody knows Great Muta. But the G1 final from 91, I watched that a couple times over the last couple weeks or days. to get in preparation for this. You know, I've seen that match a couple times, but look, man, those guys tear the house down. So if you're looking for something awesome to watch this weekend to kind of get you acclimated to Masahiro Chono, I would recommend you go check out that G1 final from '91 with Muto. Or if you got, you're short on time and you want to go watch a good match, the 2005 G1 with Fujita is only 9 minutes. I would check that out too.
And
Absolutely.
I just want to, I should have added this to my initial disclaimers, but I will say now that Chono is one of these guys that fits into my cutoff was, if I didn't see you, I didn't rank you. And it was only because I didn't want to rank you wrong. Does that make sense? And so Chono, to me,
Sure.
I know Chono versus Jericho from that first Sold Out show, right? The NWO, the all black and white, the Miss NWO pageant, all that other jazz. And so that's where I remember Chono, and I know he was an Observer Hall of Famer. Like, I saw all this stuff, but I didn't want to put him in somewhere when I only could ever really recall one match. Could I have done homework? Absolutely. Do I have a job, wife, and kid? Yeah. And the thing about it is, it's the kid that takes up all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because once I start to watch something, if it doesn't have Judas or Adam Cole's song playing, then I'm watching Spirit Halloween walkthrough videos, because she doesn't care about what I'm doing. So I didn't have a chance to give old Masahiro his due, but he deserves to be in the top 100. I'm glad he made it.